Oh,
Would you look at that?
she
That was
made it.
intense. Sharon, try and turn it sideways, like landscape
Eric,
mode.
you're just making this way difficult today.
Sharon, you're live to the world right now.
We are live. We have our wives in the studio.
It's so loud in my ear. How do you turn the volume down? I was not prepared at all.
Sharon she goes, all right, pull up a chair. I'm going to sit right next to you. I'm like, sit next to me. I'm like,
I have headphones.
how are you going to hear anything?
And I have a microphone. Would everybody please give a warm welcome to our wives? My wife is Jennifer. Michael's wife is Sharon.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the show. So we've done this before. They've come on when we had the studio at our office. But then we just kind of stopped doing that. And now we were having a discussion over the weekend, and my wife was like, well, Jen, tell everybody why you wanted to come on.
How many shoes do you have, guy? we can't.
Do you want me to tell the story, Jen? I can tell the story. So, hold on. Everyone's giving us a good morning from Tammy.
Sharon, can you turn it sideways?
We have a hi, ladies.
I see you're fine. Sure.
That's better. That's a
Yeah.
better landscape.
Yeah, that's better.
Sharon, we'll get that showing your laptop for next week.
We'll get it ready.
This is going to be permanent.
Sounds
Sharon.
good.
Every week. Yeah. So, Michael and I always push, we're a family business. We're all about family. And then my wife is like, but you don't have anybody from the family on. And we're like, well, you're kind of right. So, we want to build out this channel, and we feel that having everybody from our family included is going to make it more successful. Sharon, move your finger. There we go. So I see Alexander is hard at work.
I think Sharon's frozen.
Alex.
See, hello, better of the bros. 100% Bob.
And that they are, yes.
So, what are the topics of discussion, team?
Sharon's frozen. Should I tell the kids to get off their Wi-Fi?
No, should be all right. Should be okay.
Jen, you have 40 rooms in your house, and you had to pick your closet.
It kind of just works.
How many shoes do you have?
Too many.
I see that.
And I wear about 3.
We have
this person.
Paula from Chicago. We have Abdulwahib from Boston. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in.
Sharon, are you there? Can you hear us?
No, she can't hear us. She should probably exit out and go back in.
All right, let me tell her. You keep going with the podcast. This is going to end up. I'm going to be fired by the time I get back here. It's going to be the Eric and Jen podcast. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. That's all right. So yeah, this was a little bit more technical difficulties than we anticipated.
Just have to get it on the laptop better.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, she exited out now, so she's coming back in. And yeah, so I take it, Tammy, you like shoes because Jen is totally into shoes.
Yes, too many.
Yeah. Come here, Zach. Come here. Come here.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, I can't see him. Get in here, ZBs. Hey, there she is.
Hi. Can everyone see me?
Sharon is back,
Hi.
everybody. Hey, Zach, what's up?
Hi.
Zach, Warzone later?
Yes.
All right, good. If everyone doesn't know, Zach, Eric, and I are rabid Call of Duty fans, and we try to get Alex involved but he doesn't like Warzone. But now we got to start playing what? Cold War, right, Zach?
Yes.
Okay, don't you have school now?
No.
You don't have school.
12:30.
12:30. All right. So this could be Eric. Change your name to Zach. Tell Zach. Tell Daddy to change his name.
What happened?
Change the name.
What?
Change the name.
To what?
From
Zachary.
Eric to Zach.
Zachary Bros.
Yes.
Very cute. Give me.
All right, Zach. Warzone. Bye.
No, but I can stay here.
Okay, that's fine.
So
Zachary wants to stay here.
Alex, if you want to, and Kayla, if you want to come say hi to mommy, she's in the living room.
My kids now think school's optional since it's online. Yes,
Right.
it's very hard to homeschool. Especially for Zachary, he's not like, what was he doing today? He drew on the screen, right?
A pencil eraser. He was like making like marks all over it, and it was impossible to wipe off. And then what else? He just sings with his brains.
Jen's very muffled. Does she have a headset to put in, or
Jen, do you want to get a headset, like an Apple headset?
Because you sound very muffled.
I can try. Sure.
Yeah, go find one.
Sharon puts on about 5 miles a day between the kitchen and the kids' room, just consistently running in there. And Sharon is Mrs. Okon in our house. I call her Mrs. Okon now.
Yes.
Our children are calling her for, look at Zachary. He can't hear anything, huh, Eric?
No, he's just watching. So, what is
everybody homeschooling their kids? Is everybody homeschooling their kids?
I would agree, Jonathan.
Thank you, Jonathan. Our children are eating lunch in their bedrooms and they're playing Among Us.
Can you hear
I don't
me?
know if they're going to be joining us. That's much better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's better.
Alrighty. I'm here. I can get
Go.
Is anybody playing Among Us? Because our children are absolutely obsessed with that game. Eric and Jen, do your children play Among Us yet?
What's that?
We had this whole conversation over dinner yesterday. It's about it's like a modern day version of Clue. It's like a murder mystery, and our children are absolutely obsessed with Among Us. Right, Alex and Kayla?
So Tammy says, "What's the best thing living with the Okon Bros?"
Sharon. Not the worst thing.
The food. We're always cooking.
Sharon and I. Yeah.
What did you say, Jen?
That used to be the best thing when we would like eat whatever we wanted. Now it's like, all right, grilled chicken.
I will say, if you know from the show, if you have been watching, we've been doing a lot of allergy testing. And I got allergy testing done. And of course, I'm allergic to things. And my wife got allergy testing done yesterday. And it turns out she's not allergic to anything. So all of my kids' allergies are clearly from my side. So Sharon, you have to get tested too, so we can find out
eventually
what the
on Eric and Michael.
Look, the bottom line is that Sharon and Jen can eat soy paprika hot dogs with with cheddar cheese, and they're not going to get as a drip on their nose. I'll look at it and I'm going to get allergic and drippy. But man, LifeLock doesn't stop calling me. This is so annoying.
It's a great question, Jonathan. How do your significant others meet? I love hearing those stories.
How did you meet your significant others?
Jen and I met online dating. What year did we meet, Jen?
Grindr.
Oh God, 2005, I think.
Jen was 19. I was 20. I was 21. And that was it. We were cooked. We never looked back.
Yep. And Sharon and I was introduced to Sharon in college. My best friend's little sister was her best friend, and they introduced us. And Sharon and I were on and off for what do you say? About 5 years, 4 years? A good on and off for about 4 or 5 years. She wouldn't commit to me. I tried everything possible. Come on, Sharon. Now's your chance to speak.
What was the saying? Michael had an idea. Michael was buying a house.
Oh God.
And Michael had this amazing idea. I was completely on board.
It still sounds
And the
good.
idea was that Sharon, Michael, come on, you tell it.
No, you're telling it great.
Tell your idea.
I mean, when I was the first time, like I always thought my entire life I was going to go buy a house. My brother and I would live in the house, and our girlfriends at the time would come and spend the weekends with us. That was just normal to me. It still sounds like a good idea. And what Sharon's like, no, you didn't commit to me for 4 years. And that was a joke, by the way. I wouldn't commit to Sharon for a few years. I was very immature until I became mature. And then
Sharon's still waiting.
Yeah, right. Sharon's still waiting for me to be mature. But no, I just, to me, and Sharon's like, no, you're either committing to me, you're not. And that was it. We committed. We moved in together.
Sharon's line, which I think you were like you were taken back. She's like, I am not a part-time girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to me,
Because
just
Michael and I had plans. We were going to play poker
every night.
We were going to
You
watch
still
movies.
did. You played Xbox all the time. You had your poker night.
Yeah, no,
you
Sharon.
had everything you ever wanted.
Sharon never. This is going out to the world right now. Sharon never gave me heat if I wanted to play Lord of the Rings: Battle for Middle Earth 2 for like 4 hours. She never said like, come like when we had poker nights at my house. Sharon would like bring down crudité platters. I mean, she really, really amazing. I have absolutely nothing ill to say about her when it came to like me wanting my own space and time. Tinder, that's where, yeah.
I'm so happy I'm not dating now.
Oh my God.
I'm so happy.
Do you feel bad for the kids? I feel like I want to do like an arranged marriage for our kids, Sharon.
Yeah, I mean, like dating and school, like I'm so happy not to be in those situations.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. And,
especially these days.
Oh my God.
It's just that swiping, right? You just swipe if you like or you don't like. It's not even details.
I think it's easy for the girls, easier for women. Guys have to, I think, do even more of the work. Who's here?
Well, everyone lies.
I mean, yeah, probably. I couldn't imagine being single with social media today. Just, I'm so my biggest regret in my life, and Sharon and I talk about this all the time, I didn't marry her younger. We should have gotten married in college. And, Sharon always eloquently says it would have never worked out. We would have been fighting and everything worked out perfectly. Sharon and I got married in Vegas, everyone. If no one knew that, Sharon and I got married at the Bellagio.
Well,
and Eric and Jen got married at what's that
local?
The Woodlands.
The Woodlands in
yes.
Long Island, New York. Yeah, Jen and I are low key people, and we just kind of want to bing bang boom get it done with. Yeah. And hold on, Tammy asked a good question here. What's the best thing living with two beautiful wives?
Thank you, Tammy.
Just that.
Love that question.
I love looking at my wife every day. I really do. I wake up and I'm so excited to see her. Sharon literally gives me no heat, nothing. Sharon, I got work to do. All right, no problem. Sharon, we got a podcast now. All right, no problem. Like never ever like, like I always was scared of that in a woman growing up, that like the woman would like look at me like, you're not doing that now. Like you see those in commercials and everything, but Sharon gives me zero heat, really and truly. And I just love looking at her. She's just, eye candy to me all day.
Jen, what I love most about Jen and just living with Jen is that we're so on the same page about things that I don't have to second guess her decisions. And I know that when she's thinking, we're just kind of in the same mind together. And that's a great feeling to have, where like, you can, Jen can take the kid to the doctor and I know that she's going to make the best decisions, or, just across the board. What's up, Zachy?
You did hear my answer, right?
Yeah.
You did hear my answer. My answer was like, my wife's amazing.
I thought we're being honest.
And Sharon's like, what do you love doing with Michael? The food. Right? Like that's all I'm good for, is I'm the cook.
So I'm sorry, we don't know who this is. Whoever wrote this, please reveal yourself.
Sharon, you could bring them on camera if you want, if they're looking at you.
They're busy on their with their friends and
they could care less.
Having snacks right now.
So nice to meet the best components to Okon Bros.
Behind every what did Rockefeller say? Behind every successful man is an amazing woman. And Eric and I wouldn't be able to do half the stuff without these two great.
I got
girls.
married in college, and I remember my intern manager asking me, "Are you really sure about this?" Before I left for my wedding. Yes, he was divorced, but not the vote of confidence I needed. I totally wish that we met each other young, and I got married relatively young, but I wish I did it younger, and I wish I had my kids younger. What's up, Alexander?
Hello.
Sharon, you could put a headphone in their ear. You go, oh, and there's a camera. These are my two rascals. Where's Hallie? We need bring Hallie into the closet, Jen.
She's on her.
Tell her to come here.
You guys are live right
now.
now.
I can't hear
fine.
them.
She's coming for 2 seconds, and then she can go back.
What's up, Alex?
Hey.
Alex, you're live to Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn right now.
Hello.
Tammy's saying hello.
Was lunch good, Alex?
can hear.
Alexander,
I can hear. Yeah.
can you hear? Lunch was good.
Lunch was good. I'm still eating it.
He's
All
got
right.
he's got Fortnite on the
You
brain.
have friends to play with.
Among Us. What's better, Fortnite or Among Us?
Right now, Among Us. Like everyone's
saying?
playing it.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you, whoever the user is.
Yeah.
Facebook user said cute kids. Thank you.
Yeah, if it's showing up as Facebook user, you have to go to your settings or something, and
And
there
the fourth
she
one
is.
is back. What's
Mom,
up?
why my group chat's not working?
Don't worry about it. Go back to your.
You have to- Jen, tell her she has to refresh it.
It's okay. She's going to be on for the next hour.
Okay.
I want to let when she
Yeah,
was
no.
thought
All right.
she's done. So
Kids go back to school.
Alex, go back to school.
I already have gym next. It doesn't even mean anything.
Don't say that.
Don't
Thank you,
Alexander.
Alex, you got a B+ in gym. You better go get an A. Alex is the only one.
Alex, what's for
up?
lunch?
Alex,
for lunch?
Hubert wants to know what's for lunch. Hubert's in San Francisco right now. What's up, Hubert? What'd you eat for lunch? What did I make you? What did mommy make you?
You gave me the meat roll-ups and some chips.
What kind of chips?
I think like sea salt chips. I don't really remember.
What'd you give me? Sharon?
Cassava flour.
Cassava flour.
Yep. What about Kayla? What'd she eat?
Tuna scoops today.
What did you eat for lunch?
Chicken.
This kid.
What else?
Chicken.
Rice Krispie treat and cookie.
Oh, best part. What are your kids' 5-year plan? Alexander's,
5-year plan?
I think, is to survive school.
Yes, 100%. Cause yeah, that's my plan. Just to survive school.
In
Alex-
5 years, he's done, right?
No, wait.
Yeah, in 5 years, he's going to be in 12th grade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and just to
Okay.
get out of middle school and high school.
Then
He's
I
going to
college.
the same middle school and high school that Eric and I went to.
me,
And Jen, no, Jen, you didn't go to the middle school, did you? You didn't go to Southwoods.
Thompson.
You went to Thompson.
At least
Alex-
there.
I actually just passed your LA office. Very cool.
Oh, really?
Thanks.
All right,
Hubert.
thanks, Hubert. You should have stopped in, said hi to Travis and William.
Do your kids make lists? Michael, you can answer this.
I kind of make lists, not in like the way that you would think, but like I make my own personal lists. I don't put them on social media, but I do.
Yeah, we make lists. We're big list people.
You do a vision board once a year, right?
We do a vision board. Alex, you don't have to hold her head and do it. Go ahead, Kayla. Put in your ear, Kayla. Put in your ear. What do we do every New Year's? What do? We buy a vision board, right? We buy
Yeah.
a cork board.
Hi,
And what-
Kayla. Hi, Zachary. Hi.
And we're raising the kids to be very, very close. But yes, the kids do make lists. Every day, Alex comes to me with a list and he tells me what he submitted in school, and he's doing very well. He's a straight A student, Alexander, right?
Yep.
Yeah, very smart. And Kayla's also a very bright girl.
Thanks.
Yeah. The work comes easy to the two of them. That's Sharon's side. That's not me. I had to cheat my way through school to win, to pass.
Good job, Daddy.
You seen?
For the wives, how long did it take for your dad to be comfortable with you dating these fine gents? Jen, you go first. How was your dad? What did your dad?
Alex,
think about me?
give the headset to mommy. Go back. Go
Okay.
back. Go
Bye.
back. Bye, guys. Love you guys.
My parents did not mind me dating. It wasn't an issue. The issue was more of how long it was lasting for. So if it got to be too long, they would say, well, what's going on? Why is it not progressing? You know, if you're spending this much time or having sleepovers or whatever, you know, what's going on here? And, you know, we kind of want to see a change or engagement or whatever. So they were never mean about that.
Sharon's father still doesn't want us married.
That's not true.
No, I know. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Sharon's father's name is Zev. He's from Russia. He's 6 foot. He's got hands the size of his fingers are the size of bananas. He's kind of like Sharon. He never gave us heat over us getting married. I didn't even ask permission. but no, your dad was never really involved. It was like,
Right.
Dad, I'm getting married to Michael. We fell in love and we're moving in together in a house in Syosset. And it was like
more dealing with David, your dad, getting comfortable with the situation.
Yeah, my dad, I feel
it was
like
my dad that we had to convince.
he
Zev didn't care.
He gave a hard time. He loved the girls,
Yeah.
but like he was telling us to wait to get married, and he was 100% wrong. I wish I did it younger.
When we were in Vegas, I went to Vegas with Eric. It was our grandmother passed away in September 2015, and Sharon, Jen, and I, and we were dating. Sharon and I were dating. Eric and Jen were dating. We were dating for about a solid 6 months, and then from my recollection, we went to Vegas that December, and my mom, we were gambling at the Bellagio, and my mom turned to me. She's like, "This is the right girl for you. Just do it. Don't wait. Just wait. Just get married."
Phyllis,
So then,
Lady Phyllis was our girl's biggest advocate.
Because I was like, I guess I'll wait 2 years. We'll move in together. She'll come on the weekends.
Right.
She'll come hang out on the weekends. Eric and I'll play poker all Monday through Friday, and Sharon will come Friday nights. It was just, to me, it made perfect sense. But then Phyllis is like, "You've been living with her for a few months now. Just pop the question." I said, "I don't have the ring. I left the ring back in New York."
Take it with me on the plane.
And you sat next to Sharon on the plane.
Sat next to Sharon. I had to hide the ring in the box in my shoe because I
didn't know that.
It was horrible, Sharon. It was just. I didn't know what. I was like, "What if they're going to take it out of my bag? How am I going to play this?"
You have to open it.
And I was actually able to get it there. And then once I got it there, I'm like, "Eric, I'm done. I don't want this in my bag anymore. What am I going to do with it?" So he made me go to Michael, and I'm like, "Michael, what do you want me to do?" And then you randomly came up with this stupid thing, and I had no idea what you were talking about. And you're like, "Can you go put my antibiotics in my glove compartment?"
Yes, that's what it was. Yes.
What antibiotics are you talking about? You could have given me a code or something.
The antibiotics, Jen.
And I'm like, "The antibiotics? Okay." So then eventually, I smacked my head and I got it and I put it in your glove compartment. And I was free and clear after that.
So then we went to Harrah's, right? The four of us went to Harrah's. I think we went to Kerry Simon's for dinner. And then Mom and Dad were up in the suite, and I took Sharon I'm going to take Sharon for a ride. And Phil's like, okay. I'm like, if Sharon doesn't know by now.
Did you have any idea, Sharon?
No.
We got in the car.
I was hoping, but I didn't think that.
Really? Really? David always used to tease you saying, "Huh? The ice, you're going to be skating on ice soon. You're going to be skating on ice soon." So we drove, and I said, I once saw Eric and I were in Vegas once. This is before we were together with Sharon and Jen. And I saw a guy propose in front of the Bellagio fountains. I'm like, that's what I want to do when the time comes. I'm like, that is just romantic and it's cool and it's memorable. And I just know it's something that I'll never forget. And I know Sharon will never forget. So we were in the car, and like, that's when Vegas was packed. It was like it was December, 15th, 17th or something.
Mm-hmm. Holiday time, yeah.
And I was driving up to the Bellagio and I was like, I can go park at valet, then walk down, but it was cold outside, right? It was like a Vegas chill. So I drove up to the side of it, and like I was waiting for like Andrea Bocelli to come on, like instead of like this swinging jazz music comes on. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm like, so Sharon and I are looking that way at the fountain. Sharon's in the passenger seat. I'm like, Sharon, look in the glove compartment. So she looks in the glove compartment, and then she just continues to look at the fountains.
It was very dark.
It was dark.
I don't think your light was working.
No, it wasn't. But like, that's what like those old, like, I think it was like a 1999 Ford Explorer that we had in Vegas at the time. And I said, Sharon, what's in that? And she did it. I didn't even ask her if she wanted to get married. I'm like, you wanna? And she's like, she started crying, and it was great. And then we went back to Harrah's, and then everyone flew out, and we had like an engagement, like a Vegas engagement party. And I had one request for Sharon. I wanted to get married in Vegas. That's all I wanted. I didn't care what the venue was. I'd get married at Viva Las Vegas Wedding Chapel if I had to. And Sharon
wasn't going to do that.
Sharon wisely chose the Bellagio. That was one of the best nights of my life.
I felt if we were hosting people from out of state, I wanted them to enjoy something. So
this, speaking of like Vegas, and like you mentioned Kerry Simon, this one time, this was Michael and Sharon were trying for Alex, and they were trying for a little while, and we were eating at Olives, was it?
Yeah.
Was it Olives? We were eating at Olives
It was
at the
Olives.
Bellagio. We were eating at Olives at the Bellagio.
We saw Billy Joel the
And-
night before, right?
But and like I hate getting stomach viruses. I hate getting food poisoning. Obviously, who does? But like I just got over a bout of it and I was just terrified of it. We were sitting at dinner and I think Sharon and I got the same thing. Did we get the sea bass for dinner? Both
We
of us
got fish or something.
Yeah, we both got
Sea bass,
fish.
yep.
We both got fish for dinner. And then all of a sudden Sharon turns green. Like the Okon Bros logo green. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, am I sick too? So we all of a sudden we go, Sharon's like literally went to the bathroom to go throw up. And then we went to go visit my mom. She was at a craps table.
I'm like, Mom,
and-
Sharon just threw up. She's
and
like,
then
good.
No. She the smile that she got, she knew right then. And obviously now looking back, she's got that intuition. But yeah, I thought that I was getting sick. I got so nauseous the same time Sharon got so nauseous because we ate the same exact food and I was terrified of stomach virus. Turned out she was pregnant with my nephew, Alexander.
The best line you've ever said was, the fish tasted fine to me.
Yeah.
Eric saw Sharon turn green. Then stupid us, we went to see Cloverfield. Okay. The four of us went to see Cloverfield at Town Square, which was this really beautiful mall just a few miles from where we were living in Vegas at the time. And we went to see Cloverfield. And it was like one of those things of like, nah, it'll be fine, right? It was like a critical drinker, like, it'll be fine. It's a horror movie. It's a big alien movie. It's going to be great. We had nothing else to do. So we went to see Cloverfield. 15 minutes in, I swear on my life, Sharon turned a shade of green that was different from the Olives at Bellagio shade of green. It was green. It was green. I'm like, are you okay? She's like, no. We walked out. So we left Cloverfield about 30 minutes in, right when the camera's like bouncing up and down. Yes.
Find the
yes.
alien.
The aliens are coming. I have to save the love of my life. And I was like a little bummed we were leaving, but I felt terrible for Sharon. My God, we left. You couldn't walk 5 feet without going, whoa, 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 whoa.
She was walking sideways when we left. She was like she was drunk.
You
I just need to
remember
get
that.
to the toilet. I needed my toilet.
we
Threw up though. We had a bag, and I think you did
Oh,
I
really
no.
well.
waited. I held it
Yeah.
until we got up to the apartment.
Yeah,
I said,
that was when we were living in Vegas for 2 or 3 months at a time.
no, it was
Absolutely
longer
obsessed
than
with it.
that. It was
You know,
longer.
like this was pre-kids, and this is when we were building our Las Vegas office. Dad was obsessed with it. Michael was obsessed with it. We all really liked Vegas.
Oh yeah, because
So
none of you.
No, I'm saying
eating, drinking, 24/7.
I wasn't
gambling.
as obsessed as you guys, but listen, it was great. But we did a lot of cooking in the apartments, and if you guys have ever lived in apartments before, when you cook like garlic and onion and like fish and like smelly food, it like wafts through the whole building. So I was on like a whole cooking Bobby Flay type thing. Wasn't on a diet. I mean, definitely kind of, this was the feel of what was going on there.
We were eating.
This
Poke
this
your heads
was-
out. Poke
yeah,
your heads out, everybody.
Yeah.
Poke your heads out. Look at
That's
these fat
fine.
boys.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
This was the feel of
I don't
what our lives were like.
Other way, Jen.
Yeah, it's fine. And so I was doing a lot of cooking, whole wheat pasta, tomato sauce,
The lower fat
fried
you ate, the fat.
chicken,
The lower
yeah.
fat you ate, the fatter you got.
chicken cutlets, fried, whole 9 yards, and a lot of garlic, because like garlic makes taste. I thought I was a chef. I was
Roll
using, I
up
was
the
using,
chicken and garlic.
I was using Williams Sonoma sauces, just like really good stuff. And Sharon one time walked into our apartment because we all lived in the same building. We had 3 apartments. Michael had one, our parents had one, and Jen and I had one. And she came into our apartment and she ran out of there. And did you puke your guts up because of the smell?
Your guts up.
I'm pretty sure
probably.
you did. You couldn't handle it, but.
But it
were
smelled
fun
everywhere I
times.
went. It smelled, just because I was sensitive to it.
Yes.
And I even remember asking Eric, "Can you please not cook with so much garlic?
She was so nice to you, Eric.
I
Please
couldn't.
don't cook with the garlic."
Listen, it wasn't affecting me, so it wasn't real.
My favorite is when you made this like garlic encrusted Parmesan chicken, and you brought it up to Mom and Dad. And Sharon and I were hanging out at Mom and Dad's place. Sharon ran to the window. And she opened the window and she was doing like a Daniel Day-Lewis in the oil pits, like I can't. And like the minute she would turn back to the apartment, she would come back and she would turn to go. One of the worst things ever. Sharon was pregnant with Kayla in Vegas, and I think I had like 4 In-N-Out double burgers. I think I literally ate 4 double no bread. It was just like the lettuce. It was like there was no bacon on it. It was just 4 double doubles. And I just ate like an animal. And we got in the car and I was leaning over, and I was pretty heavy at this point. I was leaning over one. And Sharon was getting into the car as I was going like that. And Sharon went, "Where's a bag?" And I had a CVS bag. I went and bought like, the pregnancy kits. Sharon went into the CVS bag, went behind the car, was going, she started puking her brains out. And I was like, damn you kids, why do you always make my wife nauseous? You talk to other mothers who are pregnant, and they're like, oh, it's swimming. Our cousin Matthew and Melissa finally found out this week they're having a baby. They're having a baby girl. And we're like, how is it, Melissa? We're waiting to hear, like, oh my God, I'm puking every day. And Melissa's like, well, it's, I'm a little tired. That's about
Jen,
it.
your pregnancies are pretty uneventful, right? That way.
Fine. I mean, I didn't have any morning sickness, no nausea. The only thing that made me nauseous with Hallie was the prenatal vitamin, I think, because it had too much iron or something in it.
Right.
Like hard to digest.
For when just for everyone's frame of reference, Jen is 5 foot and 99 pounds. When you were pregnant with Hallie, how much weight did you gain? I mean, I fed you. She had second breakfast. She had third dinner. The whole 9 yards. But how much weight did you gain with Hallie?
With Hallie.
How much?
56 pounds.
156 pounds.
That was hard.
She looked like that blueberry from Willy Wonka.
And I was swollen right before I gave birth to her, but that was it.
Was that you were pregnant with Hallie when the ring got stuck on your finger, right?
Yes. For my birthday, we all went to my parents' house. And I ended up having like bagels and just like a lot of salty food. And every night I took my rings off. Everything was fine. That night, I think you made hot dogs though for dinner. I think lunch was salty and dinner was salty. And then my ring would not come off.
Did we make, I think we made like pigs in a blanket, right? We made like hush puppies.
Something like that.
Yeah. I think I remember that. That was a long time ago. It was 10 years ago.
That night, my ring would not come off. I said, all right, let me sleep. I'll go in the shower. We did everything. We put like butter and oil, and we raised like my hand for like 2 hours. Like it was anything. And it wouldn't come off. And then it was on a Monday, and all jewelry stores are closed on Mondays. So we went
to the fire station.
And they had the ring cutter and cut off my ring.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they cut it off.
Yeah.
They were so nice.
But
I just pulled up my feed. People have been writing me this entire time, and I had no idea. Angela from Post, hi ladies. Mark Sanchez, hello. Mark wants to know, what do we do in our free time?
What free time?
What free time?
Free time.
That's a good question. I mean, during the week is hard. We're working all day, and it's like we're working from home, so like we're in and out, and obviously we'll eat meals together. I'm talking about my house. In the evenings by around 6:00, we'll game with our children. We'll play Call of Duty, and we'll hang out there. And I mean, the weekends are they're dedicated to. For me, I see my mom. And she hangs out with the kids, and then I see my mother-in-law. I see Jen's mom, and that's basically it. I mean, pre-COVID, it was golf, it was Disney, it was going out to
Vegas when they
dinners,
were kids.
Vegas, just like living the life. Like I'm not going to complain. I'm not complaining now, but now it's a lot of work. Work is pretty stressful trying to navigate this stuff. We're doing the podcast, and between that and creating content and stuff like that. And I mean, Jen, what's it like having the kids home?
It's a lot of work, Usually they're not home until 3:30, 3:45, but now they're home all day. So it's just navigating school, making sure they're sitting, doing their work, paying attention. Then there's cooking, cleaning, laundry. And then
that's the day
I have to be done because that's when they're done. So like we go outside, we make them run around for about 2 hours because they have to burn off all their energy because they've been sitting all day.
And our children are in the friend zone. They have a clique of friends that are home being virtual schooled with them, and we're very happy. Alex has a couple really good friends, actually more. He's about 4 or 5 friends from both districts who are they play video games together. Now being social is playing video games. And Kayla also has a nice little clique of girls that she plays with. So really and
Yeah,
truly,
the cousins play a lot together too. They play virtually together too.
Yeah, we make sure the kids are close, and when there's an issue, we kind of sit them down and we talk, like where people went wrong and where people went right. So we try to keep them as close as possible. But really, I mean, free time now. I feel like I'm busier now during this, quarantine, lockdown, COVID era than I was even before. I don't know. I guess Sharon is she's the CEO of our home, and she's on top of the kids. They don't let her up, for 1 minute. She's getting them breakfast. She's getting them prepared for the day. She's helping them with their work, login problems, and then there's homework, and then there's just making sure they're doing the homework. Why are you playing video games? Don't you have homework?
Well, they have after school activities too, trying to get them out of the house for a bit.
Yeah. Well, we have them in, the kids are taking golf lessons. They're taking tennis lessons. They have, religious school
art
lessons.
teacher. Yeah.
Art teacher, drum lessons. Right. So Sharon has them in something 5 days a week after school. And it's been, I think our kids are having the time of their lives. That's what I see. They're very relaxed,
They're coping well.
Give me your phone.
Yeah.
They are coping well.
It's a good word.
Yeah. It's not easy, but they're coping well.
No, it would be much easier to hand them off to school and let them do school. But as a family, we felt it wasn't safe for them to go to school. We're not telling, for parents that do send their kids in or have to send their kids into school, we're not saying what we're doing is right, what you're doing is wrong. We're saying that it worked out for us that, we wouldn't really even send them in the age of COVID. Right now, there was a kid in Thompson has it now, right?
Yeah, pretty much every week, some kid in the district or some kid or some teacher in the district is there's a new COVID case, and the chances are small, but it's fine. We'll just.
I don't want to take that. There were more questions. Hold on.
Go for it.
Melissa Ryan. I remember Melissa Ryan. But Melissa Coppola now. She said it's not easy for us girls, especially with 2 little kids. I was very lucky to find my husband. Yes.
Eric, I don't think she has a break now.
Do you have a break now, Hallie?
No,
So why are you here?
it's not working. My phone.
She can't be on her phone now. She has to go back to her class.
All right, yeah, Hallie, it's not working. We'll look at it later.
I need chat thing.
Doesn't work.
Oh, she wants the chat thing.
Yeah, she's obsessed with the live chat.
Yeah.
Lauren Axelrod said, "How did you meet your spouse?" I mean, really, Eric and Jen met on online dating. Sharon and I were introduced in college by a good friend of mine, who actually Sharon just became friends with again on Facebook. We all just joined Facebook, everybody, about a month ago.
Yeah, look us up: Jennifer Okon, Sharon Okon, Eric Okon, Michael Okon.
Be our friends.
Come be our friends.
Come be our friends. So, did anyone else have any questions, comments for our lovely wives?
Shouldn't the schools just shut down? Yes, Alexander.
That's fucking kid.
Alex can't comment on those things.
You think he's in school, right? You think he's in school and like being studious? Shouldn't the schools just shut down? Yes, Alex. Yes, they should just shut down, and that way you can be home playing Among Us
all day
eating
long.
Sweet potato chips. Yes, absolutely.
Virtual, Alex, it's the same thing.
Shouldn't the schools just shut down? He's so my son. He's so my son.
Yeah, my middle son has epilepsy. I'm sorry to hear that, Jonathan, and high risk. Otherwise, I'd send them all back to get some sanity again.
Jonathan, for what it's worth, I'm not a doctor, and I've only read this time and time again. I understand the ketogenic diet is meant for children with epilepsy. You may want to do some research into that. Again, I'm not a doctor. It may work, it may not work, but
we certainly read about that.
There's been a lot of studies that the ketogenic diet, high fat, moderate protein, low carb to no carb, is very beneficial for children with epilepsy.
But yeah, our children, Hallie has asthma. I have asthma. So we didn't feel it. We had the option. So we took advantage of having the option that we can keep our kids home. So yeah. Anything else on your feed there, Michael?
Yeah. Lauren Knox said, "Hello to your beautiful wives. They make you two look so much better." Just kidding. But she's not, because it's the absolute truth. Ken Carter said, "Good morning from Indianapolis." Sean Gaffney said, "Hello, Okins." Julie Gerber said, "Do your kids make lists?" So we covered that. But yeah, we really appreciate, our wives coming on. I know this is kind of out of your comfort zone. I don't know if it's out of Jen's, but I know
It
Sharon.
was Jen's idea.
Yeah, Sharon.
Not bad. This is fun.
Yeah, what'd you think, Sharon? Yeah,
It was a lot of fun.
It was.
I wish I
right?
was more prepared, but it was a lot
No.
of fun.
You
Next
got to
time.
get your Chrome. We'll get Chrome on your laptop. So
Next
next
time.
time.
Yeah,
set you up
next
in the
time we'll
studio.
have a. We'll think of some other things to talk about next time.
Well, Eric, you actually left out that when the first time we met, you didn't speak to me again after like 3 or 4 dates.
Why are you
Oh,
bringing
let's
that up?
discuss.
Let's talk.
You
All
were
right,
discuss.
all right. Here's the deal.
Why do you have
And
two
Alright.
balls in your head?
and then a year later, you
I play with them.
Play with your balls.
Here's the deal.
Fucking kid.
We met, and Jed and I just lost weight. All right, and before that,
That was
I
Atkins, right? That
yeah,
was,
that was when I did Atkins, and I just lost weight, and you know, I was getting dates, right? You know, when I was overweight, I wasn't getting as many dates, so I met Jen, and rather than take it further, I kind of cut it off because I knew that I wouldn't want to hurt Jen, so I cut it off, and then I came back around to my senses and I contacted her back on jdate.com.
was that when we were flying home from Vegas and I said, Eric, you said, Mike, I'm done. I said, I'm done too.
Yep. And when I landed, that was before smartphones, but when I landed, I got to a computer and I contacted Jen, and that was it.
I was on JDate for a little bit, and you know, I dated a few of these random girls, and it was horrible. And I remember I got so sick. I got like Coxsackie strep, like this. I remember my gums were swollen, my tonsils were touching each other. It was horrible. And I was on AIM, right? And I saw Sharon finally unblocked me. Long story. Sharon finally unblocked me, and I literally said to her, "Are you married with children yet?" I kind of thought she would be. You know, she was a nice girl. She was a great catch, and you know, she says nope. And I knew the minute she wrote me back no, she was mine. That was it. I said, I'm going to take you out. I said, I'm ready. I basically said, I'm ready for you. And she said, I'm going to Vegas next week for my birthday. My uncle's having his, I think it was Michael's 50th or 60th birthday.
50th, yeah.
50th surprise party or 50th birthday, whatever. And she came back. We started dating, and it was a little turbulent takeoff. We kind of had to iron out the kinks. And my mom said to Sharon before I could, I love you. I'm like, Mom, don't I have to say that first? She's like, nope. She's like, this is the girl. She's like, this is the girl who you have to marry.
Jen and I live pretty drama-free lives. One of the little bits of drama that we had in our relationship was she thought I was lying to her. And I think she still does, that I still lied about this. But we just
lied about what?
We just reconnected after I wanted to go sow my oats, so to speak. Wild oats. And we just reconnected, and I went to Mohegan Sun and I had a piece of bad chicken. And do you remember that, Michael?
We were Paul and Sammy.
Yeah. And I was puking. I got so ill. I think I got like E. coli or something like that. I just got so ill.
You're like,
and I went dark. I went dark for like 5 or 6 days. And she didn't believe me. She thought that I was like dating other girls or doing stuff like that. But like I literally could. I was so ill.
Jen,
see, this is my brother covering for me.
I'm gonna I won't lie to you. I won't lie to anyone. I'll stretch the truth, but I won't lie. And I will show you the vomit stain on Phyllis's black and white hallway floor. It's still there after 20 years. Eric and I were sitting, Phyllis and David, we went to Mohegan and then went to LA or Vegas like a few days later. And Eric and I were home alone, and Eric had this like stomach virus. And Eric and I were sitting, and he was sitting where David used to sit. And he's like, I got to puke. I'm like, go to the bathroom. He got to the bed. He didn't even make it. He drank Pepto, and this pink stain is still
vile.
It was this chicken parmesan. He had a really bad chicken parmesan at Mohegan Sun.
And as I was eating it, it had.
You even said to me, "This doesn't really taste good."
This doesn't taste
right.
Don't
eat
it. It tasted like gamey bad chicken. Oh, it's making me nauseous.
Yeah, and then a few months later, when Sharon was eating, about a year and a half later, when Sharon was eating that,
I was like that from then on. Like, I don't think I ate chicken for like 2 years after that.
You didn't eat meat, I don't think.
Yeah, I didn't eat chicken for a while. After
you were vegetarian for a while. I remember that.
That's fine.
No, you
That
were
was for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
No,
It was for like a minute, but it was
No.
great because I was eating shrimp bistro pasta. Shrimp was okay.
shrimps.
Yeah, shrimps was okay, but yeah.
So I have
no,
your
and then
Okon Bros title: Vomit with the Okons.
word vomit with the Okins.
Word vomit with the Okins. I mean, if you were expecting that podcast to be about like Sharon puking because she was pregnant with both of our kids, and now Eric with stomach viruses, Jen, we went one time. We were
in Vegas.
What was it
Eric
called?
always
We have a history. Jen
Maybe
has a history
The
of trying.
three
Hold on
of
one
you
second,
have a
Michael.
history of puking.
Hold on one
I
second.
always had an iron stomach.
Jen has a history of trying to keep up with us, but like she's not built like us. Like we can eat 2 dinners and drink a lot of alcohol and we'll be fine. Jen tried doing that the first few times when we first started dating. Jen,
I could do
go
it.
ahead.
So
we were at hold on, Mike.
Fernine?
Let Jen talk. We were at well, no, the first time was we were in Atlantic City.
first birthday.
On your 21st birthday, right?
I don't know. You puked on my birthday.
No, it was Jen's birthday.
Oh,
Jen's
Eric's fault. He's like, here, we're gonna go have dinner with your parents in their room. I had like a burger. Then we had dinner at whatever steakhouse was there. And Eric giving me a drink in the room, 2 drinks when we were gambling, 1 drink at dinner.
Trying to get her
And
liquored
then
up.
I went to sleep, and at about, I don't know, 2:00 in the morning, it was over.
My favorite is when we went
Puking
to
for
that
gusto.
Italian restaurant at MGM Grand. Who did we see that night? I think that was Billy Joel, right? Was it Billy?
No, I think Jerry Seinfeld.
No, Jerry Seinfeld was at Caesars, but I know we were at MGM Grand. Oh, maybe we went to see a fight, right? I think we went to see a boxing fight, and we were eating. I forget the restaurant, Fernina, La Frontico or something. It was delicious.
It was
Italian food.
It was just like a very heavy cream type Italian.
It was a
place.
heavy, yeah. And Jen thought she could keep up with the Okon Bros.
You got ravioli that night.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
And I remember we got back up, and Jen was like, "I'm not feeling too hot." And she got to her room
She threw up right
the house.
outside the door.
She
In the
puked,
hallway.
and that stain was still there.
Yes, it was.
You and Jen leave stains wherever you puke. Sharon and I have iron stomachs.
And then Eric's like, are you all right? I'm like, oh, I'm okay. I got out of the elevator, and I thought you guys were gone. I just threw up.
My favorite is when you dared me to see I Am Legend. You're like, we were driving in the left-hand lane, and I'm like, Eric's like, oh my God, I Am Legend came out. I'm like, I want to see that. And you're like, yeah, I dare you. I dare you to go see that movie. And I dove across 3 lanes, swerved across 3 lanes. You were so miserable that night. No.
No.
Sharon, you weren't pregnant with anyone that night. I think it was before everyone was preggers.
All right, with that, we got to get ready for the next meeting, Michael. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Please
Go
share,
follow our
like,
wives.
subscribe, and yeah, guys, what's your Instagram handles?
Mine, I think, is Jen Okon 84.
Sharon.
Mine is Sharon Okon 11, something like that.
And go make friends.
Now
with
you
them
guys
on
got to
Facebook.
start. Now you got to start posting pictures of your closet, what you're wearing, what you're cooking. Now you're gonna have a
With
following.
like the peace signs like this with duck lips.
Got to show off all your shoes, Jen.
She already is.
All right, we love you all. Thank you for tuning in.
Like, subscribe, or should we say what the drinker says? Just
Go away now.
Go away now. You know, don't like and don't subscribe.
All right, love you all. Thank you.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Thanks for joining us, wives. That was fun. Bye, everybody.